I'm starting a garden. I'm gonna start an herb garden inside, and then the goal is to have a garden out here one day. It would be ideal if I could keep it on that side of the house right under my bedroom, but that area specifically gets extremely flooded. In our backyard, it's kind of like at a slant, just sort of slightly. So most of the water does accumulate closer to the house side. It's fine. So yeah, basically that's what we're gonna start up today. So I got all my supplies from Dollar General, surprisingly. It's my first time, so I didn't want to do anything too fancy. Got some of our potting soil. One thing about me is that I am actually pretty scared of bugs. Anything that flies, flutters, and floats. Here we have some Elysium. I don't think I'm saying that correctly. Some lavender to start. Some cosmos. We've got some bushy cucumber. Mammoth basil. San Marzano tomato. Mammy Brown's tomatoes. Mammy Brown's tomatoes. Brad's Atomic Grape tomatoes. Double curled parsley. Okay, so here we'll start putting seeds in these. I chose these because not only were they cheaper for more, I also feel like they're a little bit more natural. I'm gonna open our pack of soil. Directions for seeds. Pour the mix in the depth of 2 inches. Wet, mix thoroughly. Plant the seed, cover with soil. Spray surface. Okay, I don't think there's any way I could actually mess this up. So, famous last words. So, basically when it comes to these seeds, it kind of only specifies. Here, I just start putting the potting mix into the mini pot things. I got scared by a bug. So, yeah, I just put even amounts of everything in there. I put a little bit, and then just to make sure that everything is even, and then I go in later and I add a little bit more. But I compact it, pat it down a little bit like that. And then there I'm making the depressions, the little like 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. And then I'm gonna add a little bit more because I thought that I needed more. Just to make sure there's enough soil actually in there. Yeah. I feel like I proved something that I can produce life and sustain it in a healthy manner. Maybe that's why people are like plant parents when they are like scared of having kids and stuff. Even like fur parents. Maybe I'm projecting. This would be really cute if you got these and did some like shaved chocolate for Easter, and you put like little tiny chocolate Easter eggs. You could do them as like little party gifts, family gathering, little activities, and like something for the kids. I probably should have wet the soil first and then made my indents. That's about as good as you're gonna get. Let's start off smally. Let's get comfy. Don't think it's supposed to be bending like that. I think that the more that I do this, the better technique I'll have. I don't like doing this. I do like it, but whatever. Ah! Okay. Someone. Oh, why did I put more? I have to put more of this. It'll probably have to dry out a little bit more. Or if I just keep adding soul. Soil. I typically use this for my hair, which is why I had to wash it. It's said with a pencil to make an indent to the ground. We're not gonna get fancy though. We're gonna use what God gave us. I've been using this whole time. My fingies. I'm winging this. I feel like I'm back in kindergarten and I'm growing like a pumpkin seed. During we were giving those, we had to do our little experiment, you know, leave them in the window. The smell of wet pumpkin seeds is something that you just can't get used to. It's disgusting. I remember it was like the first time I was like physically nauseous from not being sick. I remember the first time throwing up ever in life, but I just remember like the nausea settling in. Let's see what we got. Okay, so it just comes down to how do I want this? Oh gosh. See, I'm fine. Let's go parsley first, right? I kind of want to try to grow a tomato. I want to try to grow these little guys. San Marzano tomato. Final answer, locking in. Okay, start indoors in a warm, lit area 6 to 8 weeks before planting outdoors. Seed starting formula. In 7 to 10 days before transplanting, move to a sheltered area. Cool. So it doesn't say about how many I should put in there. So we're planting. But on the soil mix, it did say to do about 2. So that's what we are going to do. Oh my god, are there only 2 in here? There literally is only 2. What? So teeny. What? Sorry. Okay. So, I know you can't see it, but here goes the San Marzano tomato. 1. I thought I was getting too ambitious with the amount of seeds I was buying. Apparently not. I think I want to do 2 in each. Does that give them a better chance of growing? Like with their siblings? And then cover it up. Aww. That was good. Once the back left is going to be the Marzano. Right. It's gonna be the San Marzano tomato. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna put it in my journal. Oh, she said some of these can't be planted together. I would do my due diligence and look it up for myself, but I'm gonna let God right now. Maybe. I could almost just cut them off so that they don't grow together. Know what I mean? Oh, how about I do that right now? Please, I just don't want to lose track. That was so smart. Oh gosh. So I'm gonna go digging for the other tomato seed. Found it already. So I'm gonna put her by herself, and then I'm gonna put the boy by himself. Tomatoes, Tori, and Torino. I want them to be fed. Cornbread fed. Raised in the South. Nah, I mean, baby. So they are damp and patted Oh, this is beautiful. I love to see it. I love to see it. And I'm gonna put this underneath so that we know. Because we don't have to plant it together. So here again, there's about 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe seeds, 5, 6. Now, the instructions for these are exactly the same. Oh, this is amaze balls. Okay, so for this one, I'm gonna do about 2 to 3 seeds. I want to make sure that I don't cut any off. I want to your love. You're bugging. So yesterday, actually, we went out with Aunt Ruth, and I went with Harold and Mom. I took them to this place in the Henderson Knox area called The Porch. Pretty good. Okay, so there's 6. There's 3, 6. There's a lot in this one. I wonder how many max I can plant. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a lot. I want to give them the best chance of survival, but I hope I'm not overloading them. I'm gonna do some of them different amounts, you know, I guess. Wow. It's the seed of the tomatoes, but with none of the slimy stuff around it. None of the membrane. That's what the slimy part of a tomato reminds me of. And I will never get mad at anyone for not liking tomatoes because of texture. The slimy part is off-putting. I'll also, as much as I love eggs and I eat them almost daily, I'll never hate on anyone for not liking eggs, again, for texture, because it can be off-putting to even myself. Should I just do all of them? Yeah. I think that, yeah, there's a lot, dude. At least one is bound to sprout something, so I'm not gonna worry too much. Here I just went ahead and mixed up all the seeds to make sure that they were covered with as much soil as they needed. Hey. Nature isn't perfect, so I shouldn't try to be. This is just fine. Let's let things take its course. Okay? If I get this wrong, if it doesn't play out, this is not a reflection on me as a human or as a person, and I should not label my self-worth on if I can get these to grow or not. Okay, so we have that many done. How about we start another one that isn't tomatoes? Back to square one. Oh, I kind of want to plant these flowers, actually. Let's do that. Is this the right place to put them? There's nowhere to drain the soil out of. Oh, there's a spout to pour out the seeds. This is what we're going to be working on now. Instructions. Sow seeds outdoors. We are going to figure out how to do this in here. Outdoors in a sunny location with well fertile soil in early spring. How early can it get? Spring started last week. Roughen the soil surface to a depth of inches and remove any weeds. Convenient pour spout. Why do they need to put convenient in there? There's people like me with dyslexia who literally like stumbled over that unnecessary word. I need like 1, 2, 3 step by step. Okay. Reread this for comprehension. Sow seed outdoors. We're just gonna go step by step. Is it supposed to be fully drained? Well drained fertile soil. That's gonna be enough. I could add a little bit more. That looks somewhat like some soil that you would put something in. Somewhat. I want to move y'all closer. This is the current state of our outdoor garden. So, yeah, we'll get that fixed up. Cocoa mix, ready to use potting soil. I didn't leave that. It's totally from the people who used to live here. Same with that, because if I saw that, I would have made it mine. I'll be really honest, I haven't spent much time in this backyard. I want to. Spring is beautiful, you know. Hopefully this will be a start. I didn't even realize that we had a hose. Do we? We have like a tube. We have this thing though. Whatever, it's quite the scene. It's quite the scene in this backyard. I want to figure out how to get y'all closer so that you can see what I'm doing. This is some of what we've got right now. I wish there was a way you could just look down. This is not ideal. Just try to look for a way to set you up. I'm back and finish up what I'm doing, especially since we have company now. So I'm just gonna plant these things with y'all. Sorry that you can't see this time. I'll try to get those like handheld tripods because that's just gonna have to come with the game. And then I'll probably just make a part 2. This is what we have so far today. This is all I could manage. We have the little flowers. I did put quite a lot of seeds in there. I didn't get to record because my phone died, which is kind of perfect timing because I just got done with everything. The lawnmower was going on. But now we get to take them inside. I opted to keep the seeds, the packets that it came in. This is where we're gonna keep them. Let's get the rest. Perf! That's beautiful. And then eventually there will probably be like a rack or something there that we can keep parsley, basil. I'm really happy with the way everything turned out. Please water them every day. Which, how could I forget, because they're in the kitchen. Awesome.